We're all set. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome our final Rising Star competitor to the room, Paul Sissons.
It is a fact, you don't need a parachute to go skydiving, but you do need one if you want to do it twice. Good afternoon, my name is Paul Sissons. I'll be assisting you this afternoon in your obvious endeavours to own this wonderful property. The marketing agents you've been working with have made all the documentation available. Included in that documentation, the LIM, the title, the Real Estate Institute's best practice guides for auction, and the agreement I work from today. It's clean, cash and unconditional, and it's to that document I take you now. Today we sell the wonderful home of ex-paratrooper and fan of the colour orange, 85-year-old John Oliver. He looks good for 85. The property, more formally described as Lot 41, DP 17921, in the North Auckland Land Registry. Being some 700 square metres more or less of freehold land, the very best title there is none better. And the few chattels that are in working order, well, they're as per the documentation, no changes there. And the settlement date is set down for Friday the 20th of July, incidentally the day that John turns 86. Now John has given me a confidential reserve price. Subject to that reserve price being met, the highest bidder will be the new owner, and you will be required at that time to do two things: sign this agreement and pay a mere 10% deposit.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
If you sell this to me and I refuse to sign the paperwork, what are you going to do about it?
Well, as auctioneer, sir, I can sign the paperwork on your behalf. But great question. Thanks very much. Do you have a pen with you? I can lend you one. Good luck with your bidding, expecting an opening bid from you.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
I know that my funds for settlement will not allow me to settle until 4:30 p.m. on the settlement date. Do I cop a day's penalty interest because of that?
Yes, ma'am. Settlement time is 4 p.m. So I suggest you talk and get your funds in order prior to that. Does that answer your question? Good luck with your bidding. Now, as auctioneer, I may nominate the sums by which the bids can be increased. I may refuse a bid if I don't believe it's in the best interest of my seller, and our seller can withdraw the property before it's being sold without disclosing the reserve price. Now, he's given me the exclusive rights to bid on his behalf what is known as a vendor bid. You can be assured of two things. One, it will be well below the reserve price, and it will be very clear when I make it. The term I will use is vendor bid. So if you hear me use those words, it is a bid on our vendor's behalf. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll resolve it using my vendor's walking stick, but I'd prefer just to re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. And by bidding here today, you acknowledge that you've received a copy of the New Zealand Residential Property Sale and Purchase Agreements Guide. Now, I'm very comfortable with the terms which we offer today, but now would be a good time if there's any further questions. Great. Last night I had a dream that I was swimming in an ocean of orange soda. I guess it was just a fantasy. But I digress. After moving to the retirement village 5 years ago, the house has been tenanted. But when I met John Oliver the other night, he said to me, "Young man," and I tell you, it's a while since anybody's called me that. He said, "I've chucked the tenants out." He said, "I've got my eye on a turbocharged mobility scooter and an overseas trip to Samoa. Wear something orange and sell it." So I'll take his instructions. Number 17, Warmer Road in Point Chevalier, a famous suburb where our Prime Minister played things a little while ago, and John assures me he had no part in it. But what an opportunity. To say this house is in original condition would be a lie. This is the ultimate do-up. The shag pile carpet is shagged. The garage tilted door doesn't tilt. The wiring is a shocker. The oven doesn't work, and even the toaster is toast. And the separate toilet is on that back porch, and it doesn't have a door. Hello, neighbour! It's breezy, it's cool in the summer, and it's freezing in the winter. But we know about real estate, it's about location, location, location. 700 square metres of billiard table flat land. The house is about 100 square metres in its present shape. Two bedrooms, one bathroom, and half a kitchen. Handy to public transport, the number 18 bus goes past the end of the street to and from town every 15 minutes. And there's great schools within walking distance. And at the end of Warmer Road, a butcher, a baker, no candlestick maker, but two pubs and the RSA, where John meets his paratrooping buddies most Sundays for a Sunday roast and a pint or three. Now, surveys have said that properties increase in appeal of less than 750 metres from a pub. And whilst not the main reason John and his late wife purchased here 63 years ago, he tells me reliably it was 300 and shuffles on the way there and at least 680 on the way back. But he's now firmly ensconced at the retirement village with his Zimmer frame. I hope none of you tripped over it as you came through the door. The residence bar there, a mere 20 steps from the bottom of the lift. His infirmity is your opportunity. Now, you all look comfortably seated, apart from those standing at the back. But as we look out the window of the plane, we can see the orange flare on the ground. We're at our jump height. The pilot has turned into the wind. Who's going to be the first out? Come skydive with us. Opening bid or offer? What say you? Who'll give me 600 to start? What about
I'll give you
600?
400.
400, ma'am. I prefer 600. Would
One.
you go there for me? 500. 500 to the right. Gets you, man, back you at 6. 500 once. Twice at 500. Third and final time at 500. While you delay, I won't. I'll take it on the owner's behalf at 600 and invite you back in again, sir. Would you come back at 700? 700 here in the middle. So
Half
middle
that.
against something. Half of that, 750. So we're at $750,000. The gentleman on the right looks like he's on autopilot. 750, sir. Back in at 8. Ma'am, is that a scratch? That's a yes. Just doing your hair. Look lovely as it is. So 750 in the middle. Once at 750. Twice at 750.
10 grand.
What was it, sir?
10 grand.
760, you're dropping down a bit, but that's okay, I'll take it.
Another
at
50.
760. 810,000 on the left-hand side here. 810 back against you, sir.
$10,000.
820, 820 in the middle. 820 on the middle. Once.
30.
840. We're going all over the place here.
830.
830. 830 or 840?
830.
Thank you, ma'am, 830. Just trying to get, we'll get to the 840. 830. Another 20 for you, sir. 830. Once, twice. 840. 50. 850 once, twice, third time at 850, 860 in the middle. 860 middle against the two outsides. 860 once, twice.
Last 10.
Look, don't give your strategy away, man, but I like it at 870. 870, here we
Five.
go, 875. So 8 3/4 we have. 875, 880. Like the 880, will you take me to 890? I thought it was
85.
85. Well done, ma'am. Right, 85, 90. 890. Who'll be the first to take me to 900? 890. I prefer 10, sir. Is that 110? Just one. 891. 891, first time. Second time, we're down in ones by the looks, but I'll take you 10. Who'll take me over the 900? Was that a bid, sir? You're just scratching your ear. Very good.
10 grand.
901. So we've got to the 901.
2.5.
903 and change.
Yep.
And on top, 906. 906,000, 908 and a half. 908 and a half, and again 911. 911. 911, can't leave it on 911. It's got nasty connotations, that number 911. 911, another 2.5. Once at 911, twice at 911.
Yeah, 911's not a lucky number. I'll give you another 10.
Good man, 921. 921 on the left-hand side against you both. First time at 921. Second time at 921, 922. 22. 922, could you go on another one? No, not yet. 921. 922 here in the middle. 922, once, twice, third and final time at 922. Well, let's pull the ripcord, look for the shoots. We're on the market. 922, gentlemen here.
$1,500.
I thought you'd come back in 923 and a half.
Last five.
25 and a half. 28 and a half. 928 and a half. Once at 928 and a half. Twice at 928 and a half. Third and final time at 928 and a half. This gentleman's flying nicely. He's pulling the cords. He's doing spirals, heading for the ground. 928 and a half. First, second, third and final time. Any more from you, man? What about 1,000? You wouldn't miss it for 1,000? You can't value it that closely, surely. 928 and a half is what you said. All out? Sure? 928 and a half. One of a better bid. First, second, third and final time. Are you sure? Are you sure? I'm going to sell it. Once, twice. Sold. Now, congratulations to our winner. First on the ground, safely on target. You two still flying around in the air up there. But it's good people at Bailey's will get back on another flight very soon. To the rest of you, if you want to come fly with us, Bailey's, and I'm Paul Sissons. Thank you.
Yay.
Well done, Paul.